let's go to the beach. Each, let's go get a wave. They say what they gonna say. Have a drink, clink, found a Bud Light. Bad like me, it's hard to come by. The Patron, let's go get it down. The sound, yes, I'm in the zone. Is it 2, 3? Leave a good tip. I'ma blow all of my money and don't get pushed. I'm on the floor. I love to dance, so give me more, till I can't stand. Get on the floor, like it's your last chance. If you want more, then here I am. Starships were meant to fly. Hands up and touch the sky. Can't stop, 'cause we're so high. Let's do this one more time. Starships were meant to fly. Hands up and touch the sky. Let's do this one last time. Can't stop. Jump in my hoopty hoop, I own that. And I ain't paying my rent this month, I own that. But check who you want, I check who you like. Dance all life, there's no end in sight. Twinkle, twinkle, little star. Now everybody let me hear you say right. Go spend all your money 'cause today payday. And if you a tree, you a tree. My name is Annika, you can call me birthday. Get on the floor, like it's your last chance. If you want more, then here I am. Starships were meant to fly. Hands up and touch the sky. Can't stop, 'cause we're so high. Let's do this one more time. Starships were meant to fly. Hands up and touch the sky. Let's do this one last time. Can't stop.
Call 911. Calling Pottery Barn.
I am the female Weezy.
I literally look like Sidious right now. Hold on. Anakin, help me.
Death is a concept invented by the Jedi. What? I don't even know how to spell it.
The power of the dark side, bitches. We did it, Joe. We're finally finishing Film Crew Halloween. Not mysteriously my non-dominant hand, but let's go. Hello there, my culty and killer film crew. How are we all doing on this day? Are you doing good? Do we have any exciting news to share? Ahsoka is now in The Mandalorian, so I'm very happy. We have Bebe. If you are new here, my name is Nathaniel. I'm a editor and filmmaker and the lovely leader of this cult that we have here called the Film Crew. Over here we talk about film, fandom, horror, movies, memes, queer shit.
To God and the gays.
It's a great time. Y'all, as you can tell, we are not in a normal setup today because it's a special occasion. We are talking about the greatest horror movie of all time, and no, nobody can argue with me on that. But also, welcome to the Film Crew Halloween finale. This is the end of our first annual Halloween celebration. It's gone a little bit longer than expected this year because of computer issues and just 2020 being 2020. But you know what? This year has been really difficult for a lot of people. So we're gonna be making it spoopy all the way up to Santa season. Okay, great. I am so excited to be talking about Scream. Out of any video I've ever done up to this point, like, this is the one I've always been most excited for. I always knew I was gonna do a video on this, and it is finally here. Not only do I think Scream is like the best like entry-level horror movie, but I think it is like the perfect horror movie. It has so much replay value. It literally has everything you would want. An iconic horror villain, murder galore, 80s slasher soundtrack perfection. Yes, I know this came out in the 90s, but the soundtrack for this has been very 80s, and the franchise just has an amazing soundtrack in general. Badass scream queens and us queers love it, so enough said. Although today we are not going to be discussing this example of cinematic excellence alone. Today we are going to be joined by my son, Bebe Yoda, and yes, he is Bebe Yoda, not Baby Yoda, because we are naming him after the legendary Moira a rose.
She has no idea of the toll a Bebe can take on its mother.
But we are also going to be joined by the winner of my very first ever competition series, Trivia Murder Party, which is a series that I inspired off of the awesome Jackbox party packs. Basically, I took 7 of my friends and sent them through a game of trivia, laughter, and also life and death.
You brought this on yourself.
Where only one of them survived.
That's a bad word.
Let's see what you get there.
Well, that's human anatomy.
Let's see if anyone beat you.
I'm so happy with how the first season turned out, you guys. If you haven't seen it yet, please make sure to go check it out. I would really appreciate it. And also Bebe would. It is in the description as well as up above if you want to go watch it. We're gonna give you guys a second to click away because spoilers. Okay, that's enough. Joining us today is not only the Trivia Murder Party Season 1 winner, but she is also the film crew's very own horror movie representative, none other than CALEIGH. CALEIGH! You won!
Nathaniel!
Hi, future editing Nathaniel. This was just set up nicely, and now it's not gonna set up nicely.
I love CALEIGH so much. I adopted her my senior year of high school when I was a senior in TV studio. Like, when I was going into senior year, people always told me, oh, as you're a senior, you're supposed to, like, adopt a freshman. And I never believed it until one day CALEIGH came into studio one day and I ended up adopting her as my filmmaking daughter, and we started bonding not just over studio stuff but also how much we love horror movies. I think it's so amazing that she won Trivia Murder Party Season 1 because it's just, it all aligns so well. And Scream is our favorite horror movie to talk about together, so I'm so happy that she's here to talk about it with us today. But at this point, enough about talking about horror movies. Let's get into this shit. And be gay ass bitches doing it. Yeah, oh god. Ugh. Ow.
Hello?
Alrighty, so we start off the movie with literally the most iconic opening to a horror movie of all time. We're gonna be saying iconic of all time a lot in this video. What can I say? We are talking about perfection today.
Making popcorn?
Uh-huh.
I only eat popcorn at the movies.
Well, I'm getting ready to watch a video.
Really? What?
Oh, just some scary movie.
You like scary movies?
Uh-huh.
What's your favorite scary movie?
I don't know.
I could literally take a whole video just dedicated to talking about this opening scene, and I probably will. Y'all know my humor, and you know I could literally make a joke about every single line in this scene. So, we're gonna cover this scene in one giant swoop, and we're gonna remake this scene in the most iconic way that you can remake a horror movie. ASMR.
Hello?
Yes.
Who is this?
Well, who are you trying to reach?
What number is this?
Well, what number are you trying to reach?
I don't know.
I think you have the wrong number.
You never told me your name.
Why do you want to know my name?
'Cause I want to know who I'm looking at.
What did you say?
Luck! Can you see me?
No, but I really wish the pizza guy was here right about now. Oh my god, 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 oh my god. Okay, I made it outside. Now all I gotta do is close this door ever so quietly. I'm such a genius. My parents. Now the only logical thing to do is to just keep standing here right out in the open.
Good idea.
Bitch!
Oh, gross. Help me! How you tell?
Oh my god, Tulip Peep.
No way. I loved your album so much. I literally... Femur.
Ah, that was fun. So yeah, Casey's dead.
Get in the car. Drive down to the Mackenzies.
No, my daughter.
Let's go.
No, my daughter.
Call the police.
gonna start. Hi film crew! I heard Nathaniel was talking about Scream today and I just had to join in because I think it is genuinely one of the best horror movies ever made. Wes Craven is an absolute genius in the way that he can set up suspenseful scenes and make things really terrifying. He was so involved in all of the production of those movies and all of his movies, Nightmare on Elm Street movies. He's just an absolute genius.
And as Callie said, Drew Barrymore was all over the marketing for this movie. Just look at this bit from the trailer.
Don't answer the phone. Don't open the door. Don't try to hide.
Everybody's a suspect!
You're not scared, are you?
Scream.
People thought she was the final girl, without a doubt, and they just killed her in the first 15 minutes. One of the ways this movie takes literally all the horror cliches that you could ever think of and just... So anyways, we meet our true final girl, Sydney Prescott, played by the legend herself, Neve Campbell, bad bitch extraordinaire, who is hearing some noise at her window. She gets visited by her boyfriend, Billy, who just, the creepiness is off the charts.
Well, 2 years ago, we started off hot and heavy. Nice solid R rating on our way to an NC-17. And now, things have changed and... lately, we're just sort of edited for television.
Ciao. Anyway, so...
And doesn't understand that no means no, but Sydney shuts that shit down real quick. Just in time for her to shove Billy out of her window, lets the audience see a close-up shot that totally won't be useful later, and see her dad off before he goes on a little bit of a business trip.
Bye, ho!
Next day, Sydney and her best friend Tatum head to school, which is swarming with the news of Casey and her boyfriend's murder the night before. Hot on the scene is icon herself, Gail Weathers, played by Courtney Cox, but we'll get to her later. The whole school gets interrogated, but nobody has any idea who did it. But also hot on the case is Tatum's brother Dewey, and is played by David Arquette. After school, Sydney starts talking with her friends about who they think is Ghostface. You have Sydney, the survivor girl, Tatum, the popular blonde, Billy, the mysterious type, Stu, the class clown, and Randy, the geek who is our horror movie and pop culture reference expert. Later that night, Sydney heads home, and Tatum's gonna be picking her up later, so Sydney's just got some time to herself. Little bit of context here. Sydney's mother was actually murdered almost 1 year ago at this time, and with these new murders happening, it obviously is gonna bring up some feelings and some PTSD, but she eventually falls asleep on the couch to wake up to a lovely phone call.
Hello?
Carlos! What are you doing? You are giving up the best, Chiquita! You will F—
Just kidding, it's Tatum.
Practice room late. I'm on my way, okay?
It's past 7.
Don't worry. Casey and Steve didn't bite it till way after 10.
Oh.
But right as she hangs up...
Tatum, just get in the car.
Hello, Sydney.
Hi. Who is this?
And like the bad bitch that she is, this doesn't faze her. Until...
Maybe that's because I'm not Randy.
So, who are you?
And this next move just...
Oh, where are you?
Your front porch.
Oh, yeah? Well, I call your bluff.
Hello?
What? I ran out of ideas.
I'm just kidding. Kind of. There was an alternate cut.
You see me right now. Ah, okay. What am I doing? Huh? Huh? What am I doing? Hello?
Iconic. It was a reset. But seriously though, this movie kind of was in the horror genre.
Tell Tatum to hurry up, okay? Bye now.
If you hang up on me, you'll die just like your mother. Do you want to die, Sydney? Your mother sure didn't.
Fuck you, you creep.
check for this one, so we'll just say it went to number 1, and that's what it is. Okay. Feels like a
But right as Ghostface disappears, here comes Billy.
He's gone. He's gone. It's all right.
And what a surprise, he's a shady bitch. And Billy gets taken away as a suspect. Oddly enough, at the police station, Sydney can't seem to get a hold of her dad. Take note, and Tatum comes to pick up Sydney. Right outside, the reporters are right on the case, but they are no match for the force that is Gale Weathers.
There she is. Sydney! Hi! Some night, what happened? Are you alright?
She's not answering any questions, alright? Just leave us alone. No, Tatum, it's okay. She's just doing her job, right, Kim?
Yes, that's right.
And this next moment, like, I can't describe why, but is literally just queer culture at its finest.
So, how's the book? Well, it'll be out later this year. Oh. I'll look for it. I'll send you a copy. Oh!
Nice shot.
To God and the gays. Congratulations!
I love it so much, mostly because violence. So Sydney spends the night at Tatum and Dewey's house, but even with Billy at the police station...
Hello?
Hello, Sydney.
No! She can't seem to get away from good old Ghostface, even at school.
Don't worry, Sid, it's school. You'll be safe here.
The next day, Sydney confronts Gale.
Stop right there.
I'm not here to fight, I just need to talk.
Kenny, camera now.
Off the record, no cameras. Forget it, please.
These two really don't like each other. Gale is releasing a book countering Sydney's testimony about her mother's killer, and Sydney's testimony is what got the believed killer Cotton Weary locked up. Not everyone is taking this whole killer situation seriously. Due to the stress of the situation, the principal suspends school and a curfew is enabled on the town. Although he leaves himself with a Wes Craven dressed as Freddy Krueger cameo, so that's nice. And our old pal Ghostface. How did you get that? Nothing super important happens until everyone stupidly goes to a feckin' party during a murder spree. Although it is a nice house, so if you're in a horror movie, it's not the worst place to go, you know what I'm saying? But before we get into the big climax and final girl circuit, let's head back over to CALEIGH with some more of her thoughts on the movie, and especially that iconic opening scene.
Isn't it so cute? It's just a little scream painting that will look over me as I sleep. That sounds really scary. I just love this movie so much, and it was such a part of me becoming the huge horror fan that I am today. It was probably, I remember as a little kid, that beginning scene where Drew Barrymore's dead hanging in the tree, and there's that like super fast zoom in. It probably still scares me more because when I was a little kid, I walked in on my parents watching that, and it was terrifying. I ran away from the room screaming.
Alright, buddy, so what you gotta do, you just gotta take it, and then you just gotta wind it back, and then you just gotta say, oh, hi, how are you? So everyone's at the party. All the high schoolers, Dewey, Sydney, even Gale and Kenny are there with a full-on news van. Gale hid a camera in the living room. Keep in mind it has a 30-second delay. That is very important. And the first thing that happens is Tata gets to go get some H2O molecules. Although for Miss Tatum, it's kind of too late for her.
Is that you, Randy? Cute. And what movie is this from? I spit on your garage.
Although I will admit, she puts up a good fight.
Hey, Queen. Girl, you have done it again. Constantly raising the bar for us all, and doing it flawlessly. I'd say I'm surprised, but I know who you are.
Until... Tatum, you know what? You tried. Not very hard, but you tried. So we're gonna send you off to that giant kingdom in the sky filled with bebes with a lovely tribute.
Over the weekend, we could turn the world to gold.
be missed. Okay, let's move on.
Tatum, come on! Nobody here but us chickens! There she is.
No, I haven't seen her.
Oh, thanks, Billy. You woke up the freaking baby. Good night, baby. Mommy's gonna talk about murder now. So Billy and Sydney head upstairs and have a good old session of Bible study.
Sometimes I wonder if you still wanna fuck me.
Dewey and Gail are out looking for Sydney's dad's car, who right now is actually the main suspect. Which, in the context, it does kind of make sense. His wife was murdered exactly a year ago. He's been missing since he didn't check into the Hilton Hotel ever since he left Sydney. It makes sense. Gail and Dewey also have some Bible study of their own.
Sometimes I wonder if you still wanna fuck me. Like you said on AIM. And oh wait, totally.
But no Neil Prescott. Very sus. And not the Among Us kind. Although, like the bad bitch that she is, something is not quite adding up to Sydney.
Who'd you call?
What?
Well, I don't know. When you're arrested, you're allowed one phone call, so I was just curious. Who'd you call?
Called my dad.
No, Sheriff Burke called your dad. I saw him.
But before she can piece it all together...
Huh?
Oh my god.
Sydney.
Billy, watch out!
And we begin our final girl circuit. I love these things. She makes it out to the news van, but...
Behind you, kid! Behind you!
Don't go around.
What?
Oh, 30-second delay.
Sydney takes off only for Gail to head to the van a few minutes later.
I know you got my back and you know I got you, so come on, come on, come on, let's get physical. Lights out, follow the noise, baby, keep on dancing like you ain't got a choice. Come on, come on, come on, let's get physical.
I mean, if you're gonna go out, it might as well be a future nostalgia. Am I right? Okay, great. There's nothing in this. But it's a Bebe mug, so... enough said. Sydney decided to run back hoping Dewey is still around.
Dewey!
Final girl circuit round 2, bitches!
Bitch, my left by the right, this is World War VI!
Fuck you both!
So Sydney now is the gun and is supposedly locked outside from the killer. Suddenly now Billy's alive, so it all looks like it's turned out great.
Help me! Stu's flipped out! He's gone mad!
We all go a little mad sometimes.
No, Billy!
Well, imagine if this movie had an even greater twist than that. 'Cause it does.
Please.
Surprise, Sydney.
Oh my god, it's so good. It's so good. So yes, Billy and Billy and Stu pull a double killer reveal. When people say that this movie redefined horror and truly threw all the cliches out the window, because we all know every horror movie is about, oh, we're flipping all the cliches, and they never do. But Scream actually did it, and was the first to do it, and one of the very few ones to actually do it successfully. Billy and Stu, but mainly Billy, who is the mastermind here, reveals that Billy and Stu are actually the one who killed Sydney's mom a year ago. They framed Sydney's dad, and they even have a really good getaway plan.
Evidence all right there, baby.
What if your father snapped? Your mother's anniversary set him off and he went on a murder spree, killing everyone.
Except for Billy and me. We were left for dead.
Then he kills you, and shoots himself in the head.
But in the end, bad bitches have each other's back and bad bitches stay together.
Right here, asshole.
Man, I thought she was dead. She looked dead, man. Still does.
I've got an ending for you. The reporter left for dead in the news van comes to. Stumbles on you two dipshits. Finds the gun, foils your plan, and saves the day. I like that ending.
I know something you don't.
Aww, the couple that lies together dies together. Come on, Dr. Seuss. Although Gale does give Sydney enough time to get away and fight back, and it's just amazing. Right before it seems like everything is okay, we have one more cliche to get rid of.
Careful. This is the moment when the supposedly dead killer comes back to life for one last scare.
What happened? Not in my movie.
And with that, Sydney, Gale, Randy, and even Dewey survive. Gale gets her scoop, Sydney is a hero, and the sun rises knowing that the nightmare is over.
Okay, let's take it back to one. Come on, move it. Come on, big shot. Let's go.
At least for now. So that was Scream, best horror movie of all time. Even though we went through a lot in this video, please take the time to watch the actual movie for yourself. Because if you have not seen Scream, like, what are you doing? You're missing everything. I said this earlier, but this is the best entry-level horror movie in my opinion because the first 15 minutes are the scariest part, and if you get through that, then you're pretty much good for the rest of the time, and it's just a great movie with a great twist, and it's just a great, fun horror movie. Now, film crew, cult members, bad bitches. I think it's fitting that since this is the final episode of Film Crew Halloween 2020, that this video's What Else to Watch is going to go to none other than Film Crew Halloween itself. Halloween is my favorite time of year so much. I honestly think a lot of that comes to being a homosexual, but I love Halloween so much. Like, Halloween to me isn't a holiday. Halloween is just a feeling. Like I said, 2020 has just been one. So I set out to make an amazing celebration, just for everybody to enjoy and have fun and just be film geeks together. And we have had so much happen in this time. Like I also said earlier, it's gone a little bit longer than expected because we had computer issues and just 2020 being 2020. But during this time, I have not only celebrated some of my favorite horror movies of all time, I have met some amazing people these past couple months through Twitch. I have achieved such a new level of creative spark and inspiration. We got Ahsoka in The Mandalorian. We got so many new film crew members here, and I'm so happy that you guys are here and that you found us through Film Crew Halloween. And also the Coraline video. That video came out a year ago, but it blew up this year. So thank you to everybody from wherever you've come from, and for however long you've been here, just thank you for being here, and I love you all so fucking much. But before I go, I am going to introduce a new segment to go at the end of the videos. From now on, we're not just gonna have the What Else to Watch, but I'm also going to introduce a little segment where it's basically the What Else to Watch, but for music. I love film so much, but music is just so empowering to me. I know I've said a few times already that 2020 has been rough, but I think one of the best parts about this year has been the music, and music has really gotten me through some tough shit in my life. And I love music so much. It's just so empowering and just, it's like lip syncing to it, dancing to it, just everything. I love music so much. So at the end of videos from now on, I'm just gonna give you guys a little bit of a music recommendation. And as you can tell by the background for this video, the first entry is going to be Plastic Hearts, Miley Cyrus's new album, her 7th studio album. I've always enjoyed her stuff, but ever since I saw her on Rachel, Jack, and Ashley 2 on Black Mirror,
I put a whole bag of jelly beans up my ass.
I've just discovered a newfound respect I have for her, and especially after Slide Away, that was an amazing song. And now with Plastic Hearts, like, I've become such a big Miley fan. And the rock elements have always been there throughout her career looking back, and she reinvents herself with every era, but this album just really feels like Miley. And it is just pop 80s rock at its finest. She got to collaborate with Dua Peep, Billy Idol, Joan Jett, and Stevie freaking Nicks. Like, literal, a perfect album. I think this album is a lot like Chromatica. Amazing album too. You can't fully enjoy it without forcing yourself to be honest. Thinking about where you are in your life and just how you're feeling and just plainly how are things going. And that's a message I really appreciate. Some of my favorites off the album are What the Fuck Do I Know, Prisoner, Midnight Sky. That song will go down as one of the best in her career. It is a career-defining song.
What the fuck do I know? I'm alone. 'Cause I couldn't be somebody's hero. Prisoner, locked up, can't get you off my mind. Lord knows fire in my lungs, can't fight the devil on my tongue, you know. See his hands on my waist, thought you'd never be replaced, baby.
But my favorite song off the album probably has to be Night Crawling featuring Billy Idol. Like, it's just 80s punk, rock, pop, and it is the perfect lip syncing song.
Night crawling, sky falling, gonna listen when the devil's calling.
So go check out Plastic Hearts. It is amazing. You will not regret it. And with that, we are going to throw it over to Callie one last time. Take it away, Callie.
Isn't he so cute? I don't know what to name him. Maybe Roderick. I'll name him after the person in the movie. Okay, this is Skeet Ulrich. Actually, it's just Skeet Skullrich. For those of you wondering what Film Crew Halloween actually is, here's a terrifying video of me being terrified, scared the daylights out of me by the very own Nathaniel Armstrong. You guys might think he's nice, but this is awful thing to do. It's my Richie Tozier Funko Pop, and this is my Scooby-Doo Funko Pop. Film and fandom forever.
Callie, I love you so fucking much, and let's play some Dead by Daylight later. And I love all of you so much. Thank you guys for supporting, just not even just Film Crew Halloween, just thank you for being amazing people. And I could rant for so long, but when it comes down to it, just thank you guys for just being so, just amazing people. I could not ask for a better Film Crew cult. So that is gonna do it for me today and for Film Crew Halloween 2020. Thank you guys so much for supporting me, Callie, and Bebe. And with that, as we always say, film and fandom and Scream and Halloween and Bebe and Plastic Hearts. Oh my god, this is a lot. And Film Crew Halloween forever.